Present, welcome in Grambling State. Couple of days before Christmas at value throughout the course of their lineup. Mostly transfers tip us off. And Grambling State will get it rolling here, fittingly with the Bruce Thornton, 21 points per game, leading this Buckeye roster. Over to Royal, had that deflected out of bounds. In the corner, the three is off from Bynum, but the rebound from Royal. Now a three from Mobley, their best three-point shooter. Couldn't knock it down. For Grambling State, not a great shooting team, but they can really get inside. Speaking of getting inside, Tilly with a nice finish off the spin move.
Tilly is one of
Royal sticking with Munoz. Now he gets the switch on Tilly, and Munoz, you're seeing what he can do. This freshman in the country playing very well. Back-to-back 20-point games, and a throwaway from Bynum. And now Royal looking to get the pace going. Likes the matchup against Mudalib. Takes him right down to the block and gets the roll.
Kiss it off the glass.
To your point on the quickness on the perimeter, Ballard tried to take Bynum there. No foul called, but it's going to stay on this end.
You see him shift on that baseline.
A switch, but a rare three goes down. Devin Royal, the baseline drive, goes up strong and gets his second bucket. But lost that lead due to the late game execution that didn't work out against the press as Ward came up short, tracked down by Ballard. What they're going to call one near steal, and now a steal from Munoz, and averaging 14 per game, blistering to the rim, but his second missed dunk. A lot of length on the floor. Coffee 6'4" at the point guard spot. Munoz going to pull up, hand in his face, hit that shot earlier. Not that mind is intended, targeting Ward, and now Mobley lobbing it up when it Bynum comes down with it. Series of pump fakes goes up strong.
That lanes, as you see them probe, these are the shots you want them to take, and you want to stay down.
Like you said, keeping them out of the paint on that possession. Now move through the lane, and travel called, disrupting that by throwing things you might not see early at them, like the press. Tilly to the rim, and he gets fouled.
Great
in one day, so it's all about taking it day by day and trying to build up to that ultimate goal.
But we haven't seen it yet. He's a really good
possession.
Great job. We call that shell deep. If someone gets into the paint, and right here, the kick ahead is important.
Cops gets
straight pick and roll. Now he can attack and make the decisions on his own.
Right on cue, the floater off the pick and roll game.
Put it in his hands to find his rhythm immediately.
It's an 8-0 Ohio State run. Drop continues on this end for Grambling this after the game against North Carolina over the weekend. Nice pass down low, and Mobley able to
you see Grambling State probing to get to that backboard and get to that rim to exactly get fouled. So
Mobley, another strong start to his sophomore year. Characteristic of a shot that Grambling State wants, but they get the steal. Down low, Coffee going to kick it out. Corner three is strong again. Coffee to Ballard, rains down the three, needed that to drop. And he game over the last four. One extra pass to their best three-point shooter. Mobley off the mark to the Royal. He's a guard who they'd love to have more scoring from off the bench. Munoz couldn't hit. Step back from Ward, he gets that to drop. Grambling State, they're right back in this. Bynum takes the three and drains the three. And Munoz get re-involved for Grambling State. Their star freshman having trouble hosting the coverage. Noel, nice pass down to Royal. And we'll see who they're going to give this to. DJ Ballard working against Chapman, and nice move there from Ballard to sneak off
both ends of the court, not just offensively.
Noel hands it off to Royal. Got a little bump on Munoz and used the spit out of the air. Ward quickly pushing. This is kind of what Grambling State's offense looks like when it's at their best. Tilly on the handoff to Bynum. 5 to shoot. Thornton looks up, sees it, has to take it. Couldn't connect, but Tilly gives him another crack.
There it is right there. That's his game. Again. That's his game. Take a 1 or 2 dribbles.
He's had multiple 30-point games this year. Just been phenomenal playing with the Ohio State Buckeye history, 127-year history of the program. He covered well, though. Now trying to sneak a feed around to Bynum, who does to Tilly. Great finish with that right hand. Under 4 to go in the half. Ohio State up 7. Grambling State has been as close as within 6. The block.
Right, getting to that free throw line, slowing the game down. Now you control the tempo of the game.
Buckeyes went on a 10-1 run. Put up.
Thornton's going to always probe and look for the gaps and get to those elbows, left or right. When he gets there, you see it's off the charts.
So strong, dude, like you said.
It'll never disrupt his shot or his angle to get off a shot. You can only hope that he misses.
Lead is at its largest, up to 11. Drop it down low, make it a 13-point lead. Him to get into the teeth of that defense. Catch and shoot 3 is down, a big one for Mutalib of this opening half.
But I KYP, know your personnel. Great pass.
Oh, what a feed. And Bynum able to finish. Stages of this opening half. But now starting to find a flow. 4 for the last 4 from the field of the Buckeyes.
First, it's looking to kill clock. Now they're looking to disrupt.
Thornton pumping, going up, and 1.
Here goes the trap.
Leads to an open baseline. Trying to have 7-second difference between the game clock and shot clock. Would have been a long 2 if Munoz took that. Now he does. Oh, somehow got it.
8.
Thornton gives it up. Mobley the 3, rains it down. Mobley down to Bynum. Good touch, good finish.
That, throw it to the corner of the board and just finish at the rim. There is no shot blocking for Grambling State.
Really kept Munoz in check. Nice job from Mutalib defensively. Now Coffee, the Ohio native, will swing it around to the corner. Munoz again on the drive. And so a shot.
Run and jump. Try to create turnovers.
How about the strength of Thornton? Just a straight line drive. Nice pass. Mobley, 35% three-point shooter, rattles it home. Bynum nearly at the steal, hits the deck. Ballard then draws the foul. Bynum goes flying in for the rebound. Couldn't flush that home. Still battling away on the glass. Able to tap it to Knoll. And boards really percolating throughout this team. +5 margin this year. They've improved mightily in that bump. Thornton bumping here defensively against Coffee. 7 to shoot. And that goes down for Ward. Making distance here, but trying to climb a hurdle on this end. Not able to stop Ohio State on the interior right now. It's Knoll tacking one on. One shot. One shot goes down that time, though. It's Ward again. Back-to-back bucket. Knoll, same story. In the paint, dishes this time to Royal.
But at the hockey assist.
Thornton gonna fade and knock it down. You don't want to tell Bruce Thornton to stop doing that.
That is it. Has to be really high.
Ward, he's been knocking him down. That's his 3rd.
He will torch you.
16 points on 6 of 9 from the field for Bruce Thornton. They're hunting the 3-point shots right now, and both teams shooting it well out of the gates here. Royal gets called for the travel. Another 3 from Ward. Was looking for, it would have been in the 5th of the half for to step out on him. Sneaks through. Nice pump from Knoll. Couldn't finish. Royal, second chance, got blocked. Bench. Mutalib was trying to sneak past him. 8 to shoot. Munoz, that's a 3. He is unable to hit it.
It's a big stop right here coming down the stretch.
Nice baseline cut. And it, so you pointed out in the first half about what Ohio State did so well defensively, plugging up the lanes. Tilly lost it. Big opportunity here for Grambling.
What Grambling State does, because you're not built that way. So you have to emphasize it, and the game is way different from actually talking about it.
Royal had a good lead on this end right now. Get a call prior to trying to get a shot up.
This dynamic off guard. It's going to come defensively, right? When you get a chance to catch and shoot, you catch and shoot. But defensively, can you get this crowd involved? Playing identity will not give you Instagram highlights except for the catch and shoot, right? But somehow I played 13 years in the NBA.
He's starting to really find his rhythm on the catch and shoot threes. Has hit 2 in a row to get the lead back up to 18. full-time point guard role, or do you still want him off the ball at times to get that shot up?
He has the ability to do both, and he has the size and physicality to be a greater.
Surveying the scene. Bynum, his fellow underclassman, able to find Royal.
We get hit too, right? We understand that part.
Bounce it down low to Bynum.
His practice that he sent Bill Walton home for facial hair. He was letting me know it wasn't even an opportunity. What it is to win the game. The belief in basketball. Belief is stronger than reality. And how that becomes infectious to you.
The Buckeyes are coming in here. You mentioned getting summoned if they're getting confidence we're used to seeing out of John Mobley Jr. 5 threes today. The answer on the opposite end from Jamel Lane. Ricky Ballard fouled out with that last foul. Shout out to Darren Williams, another Big Ten alum, Illinois.
Bob Hill, basketball royalty.
Legends you just listed off there. Munoz trying to rediscover his rhythm. Got engulfed down low by Tilly. Still looking for more off the bench. Jake Diebler said he wants his bench to be more aggressive when they check in. I like Royal being undersized at the 4. He can now play the 3. Tilly, you get him.
So you're trying to develop some type of rhythm off the bench. Right? You talk about how can you be impactful. It can happen. It's not going to happen for you. You have to make it happen.
Follow-up attempt there. Mobley. That would have been 3 number 6 had it gone down. Then get a foul called in the paint. The first conference games. 3 of their first 4 conference games in the new year down the stretch. The execution against the press against North Carolina was the issue in the final minute. So against that tight pressure, they give
disrupt the bigs, make them pressure passers. Hoping you get an opportunity to get a turnover.
Munoz just carving.
Yeah, it's going to be some highlights.
He's missed a few dunks today that if they went down, would have had a few different posters. Pick and roll game, nice play. Mobley with the hockey assist, Tilly with the actual assist, and Royal with the finish.
Just the scripted. You see
30 paint points today for the Buckeyes. 39.5 per game. Entering this matchup with Grambling State as that bucket is the 15 made threes this year.
Royal's great these isolations at the elbow.
Work to perfection
to the backboard.
Elements of this game that you've been enjoying.
The game never changed. Sally, right? Kiki Vanderway. The game is the 7. They beat us 7-0. Master of the elbow pull-up. Masters of post. Master of simplicity. It was hand checking, right? The game is different, right? So right now, the offense is not allowed, right? Usually around 93 to 95, he would make consistently. One of the best shooters I've ever been around. Can defend, high IQ. Great slip.
Speaking of high IQ, nice pass from Jordan and Noel. Get out. Royal thought about the 3. It will spin instead in the lane. And Chapman comes back in for Ohio State. These teams did meet in. Chapman on the mid-range pull-up. Lost start in the mid-range game.
There you go. Play within your bounce. Play within your.
The Grambling State bench. Just outside of Cleveland.
He's now one of the best players in the NBA. So if you're a competitor, no matter time.
Practice courts get some rest over the holidays. Jake Diebler, UCLA taking on UC Riverside for early.